Alright guys, Bowser's gonna be here with us today. Benny's directing, he's somewhere over there. And but he said, you know what, Bowser's okay, he's gonna help me build the set right now. Benny's attacking something in the background, but anyways. Super Mario. Oh, don't know why I put that down. Super Mario. As I said in my other video, I'm super excited. And super underwhelmed. At least like when I'm looking at it at first glance from the reviews and everything like that. But previews, I should say. I've tried not to watch too many reviews except for Jang Bricks. And surprisingly, he's not a gamer. I always took him as a old school gamer. I think he's more of like Halo kind of guy, like in that kind of gamer, which I also enjoy. I literally was just playing PUBG before I started building. So it just surprises me that someone from his demographic was not into Super Mario. Go figure. Anyways, I'm gonna just go ahead and peel this back with my lack of nails. The box shape is really weird. Oh my god, I seriously don't have any nails. I bite them all the time. Oh right. Hey guys, it's me, it's Rob, aka El Brico. Like, subscribe, do that stuff other YouTubers say so that I can buy myself time. There's a 1, a 2, and a 2 here. I'm not sure what that's about. Alright, so it's definitely small, which I kind of figured. I don't know what the box, the 1, 2, and 2 are for. I think that's maybe so you can reseal it. I'm assuming that's what it's for. This definitely has an impression that it's like a board game. So 231 pieces. In fact, I'm literally not even going to do a slow-mo. I think I'm going to literally just build that with me remaining in camera. So the little pieces right there. 5. I'm assuming this is going to be the head. Actually, it's the head and the torso. Oh wow, the Jang Bricks is right. Look at the creepy eyes. That's super creepy. Looks dead, like a zombie, like Walking Dead kind of whatever. Hat on head. All right, past preschool. On button. Where do the batteries go? I guess you have to. Yeah, you need a screwdriver. All right, that's a miss right off the bat. I just want to build. I don't want to go through screwdriver shenanigans. Let's see. Where are the pants? 1, 2, 3. Am I missing pants already? No. Where are the pants? That's so weird. Am I missing something, guys? Am I... 5, 2, 4... Oh, they're a nice bag. I hate it when Lego does that. When they put stuff in another bag, don't number the bag, and then hope that we find it, and it's just a little counterintuitive. Alright, so there we go. He goes in here, put on suspenders. I'll wait in batteries for later. The earpieces are redundant. Well, not redundant, it just seems like busy work. Like, why do I have to add in ears? 2, it's showing digital building instructions in free app. I'm not going to download an app, right? I refuse to make this digital, more digital than it should be. Oh, don't tell me all the building instructions are on the app. Oh, come on. Lego. Seriously, I have to download instructions? Alright, that's so annoying. I'm so disappointed right off the bat. Lego, you've wasted all of these pages when you could have just... It's 200 pieces. You could have just stuck it in here. It's all advertisement too. Guys, I've said it before. Look, and it's all the languages, like all the disclaimers in different languages. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages, 13 if you multiply by 2.5, which is 2 and then 1 over there. 13 pages of disclaimer. I'm gonna do my typical build, X factor, price, and playability skill later, and I'm already. I hope you can hear the disappointment in my voice. I'm already gonna give this a 0. I'm actually gonna give this a 0 out of 5 on build. I'm not gonna give it any points. That's ridiculous. I gotta download an app. Hold on. It's already taking me so long to just take out the battery cover. I need to find the proper screwdriver. I need to find AAA batteries because who uses batteries now? He made a cute sound when I turned him on, but now I need an update for my phone that's almost out of battery. I'm not even joking. It's less than 10%. It's gonna take me longer to set up Mario than it is to build this entire set. I'm not enjoying this. That's not like clickbait. I genuinely am so disappointed right now. Well, keep at it. Keep at it with a really slow Mario update. That's on me. My Wi-Fi is pretty bad here in the basement, so I'm not gonna blame this on whoever thought up of this monstrosity. I'm going to preface this with 2 things. 1, I usually don't script my reviews because I just enjoy talking to the camera as if I were talking to someone else, and I feel like scripting takes away some of the spontaneity and some of the genuineness behind it. And 2, I am a huge Nintendo fan, and I am a huge Lego fan. This should put perspective into how much I want to enjoy this. And I did it. And the reason I wanted to script this was because I didn't want to basically forget why I didn't enjoy this. So if you allow me, let me talk about probably the most disappointed I've been in a Lego set, maybe in a toy ever. Alright, so let's talk about the build. So I joked around about before. Actually, I wasn't joking. I was being serious. I was thinking that I was going to have to give this a 0 out of 5, and I was hoping I was going to be wrong. But as to the build, I'm going to give this a 0 out of 5. So I'm not talking about this. I'll get to this actual build later. I'm talking about the instructions and the app. So I have a couple of hidden side sets. I haven't built them yet. I'm assuming you have to use the app to some degree to use the AR element, but the reality is, I'm assuming that there's instructions in them. If there's not, then forgive me, but I still think that every set should have instructions. I understand that Lego is being eco-friendly, or trying to be eco-friendly, but I don't think that's what's up here. If that was what was up, they wouldn't have spent all of this time. I'm skipping pages. I'm literally skipping pages because there's product placement in there. There's all these, whatever that is, 13 pages of that. They wouldn't have spent that much time putting all of this in paper, using all of this plastic to be eco-friendly. When there's only 200 something odd pages in here, you could have put that up in a couple of pages and that would have been it. I feel like they're doing the instructions because they think that their demographic is mostly kids who only use phones. That's not true. And I have a nephew who's 3 years old, and he uses phones a lot, but he also builds Hot Wheel tracks, puts them together, enjoys actually playing a lot. And part of the reason kids at that age are so captivated by iPhones, by smartphones, is because they are seeing toys on there that they want to play with. That's the reality of it. So to think that you need to capture a demographic by using the smartphone app, that's dumb. And I'm sorry, but it really is. And on top of that, the app was very counterintuitive. It took me forever to figure out where to go. It took me forever to figure out that I actually had to play through this in order to go to the next step. It took me forever to figure out that I had to do one little step at a time, exit in and out. My loading screen took forever. I don't know if that was my internet. If it is, that's on me. But I think it was the app itself. It's not a very counterintuitive app. All instructions should be online for every single Lego set, but you should provide the instructions for kids, for adults, for anyone, because this is my next point. Not everyone has access to the internet. In this day and age, in America specifically, yeah, a lot of people have access to the internet, but what if you don't? What if you have bad Wi-Fi in your neighborhood, like I have in my basement? What if you have limited data? What if your data plan is very expensive? Now we're asking people, not just kids, but someone who had to spend I forget how much it was for this, $60, $70 to buy all of this, and now you need them to basically take up some of their valuable data on their phone in order to get an app that you might use only a couple of times. And what about in the future when that app is no longer supported by Nintendo? Yeah, there's going to be other people who make the app or support the app, but that's only if there's enough interest. And it takes away some of the enjoyment of a Lego set that is supposed to last forever. Have pieces from the 80s that are still in perfectly good condition. But when you put something like batteries in here, you make something digital, something to connect it. This is probably listening in. It's got Bluetooth. It's probably reporting back to Lego in Denmark that I'm not enjoying this. When you spend that much time devoting something to the virtual side, the internet side of things, that's asking for trouble. And I think that that's very exclusive of Lego. It's a rare miss on Lego to be so short-sighted that they would invest so much time into an app that is going to not allow other people to play. The great part about Lego, and hey, I'm not saying that you can't enjoy Lego the way you want to enjoy it, but I think one of the great things about Lego is that no matter who you were, no matter what you did, you could take 20 pieces of Legos and basically make anything you wanted from them. Or you can take a small $5, $10 set and build from it without having to do much more than open a box. But by putting the instructions online, I feel like you're limiting people. I know that might not sound like a huge concern, but it's going to be a concern of one person or two people or three people or 100 people. And no one should be excluded from something that they want to play with, let alone something they already purchased and they want to play with. Lego, you screwed up. I was actually going to say a much more explicit word right now, but I'm not going to do that because I'm sure that there's some kids who might watch this in the future because it is a toy. And as much as I'm an adult fan of Lego, I'm just not going to use that language for now, because as mad as I am right now with Lego and what they did with Super Mario, I don't think it warrants it. So that's a build. Price. It's 200 something pieces, paid $60, $70. I don't even remember anymore because I was so excited I bought them at midnight. Price wise, I didn't even think of this as I was building it, but this isn't worth it. 200 pieces isn't worth $70 something. You're paying mostly for this and to pay off the app developers. I gonna say 1.5 out of 5. I was gonna give it a 2, but that's being way too generous. You know what? I'm not gonna be mean. I'm gonna give it 2 out of 5 on the price because, this did take effort. It's probably solidly built. I enjoy some of the pieces in here. It's not worth 200 pieces. It's not worth 200 pieces. Isn't worth 231 whatever. Isn't worth $60, $70. It's barely worth $10, $20. And you're paying off basically an app developer and a license fee towards Nintendo. And Nintendo's not really that greedy of a company. I mean, they've published how much their executives earn. So, it's not like, I don't think Nintendo's taking the type of franchise fees or license fees, I should say, that people like, or companies like Marvel or Star Wars take. So, 2 out of 5, and that's me being generous on the price for this. Next step. Je ne sais quoi, X Factor, something special. This is where it should have been a 5 out of 5. And honestly, this is probably gonna be the one of the higher points on this review. I enjoy that Mario can say some catchphrases. I enjoy Mario's hat. I enjoy Mario's suspenders. Goomba's cool. I thought the Goomba was really cool. In fact, I think that this is what Lego should have gone for. They want to go a blocky style. I have no problem that Mario looks weird. If they wanted to go a blocky style, I have no problem with that. So, the electronic aspect of it is whatever. But this is cool. Seeing Bowser's flag in Lego form is cool. This is really cool. I really like the tube. Baby Bowser, it looks true to form. He reminds me of something out of Yoshi's Story. So, that's fine. I like the question mark box. That's good. I'm struggling to find a proper grade for that. I mean, I'm ignoring the rest of the set, which I'm not really going to use for much. So my Nintendo fanboyishness is calling out and saying I should probably give this a higher grade, if only for these pieces, and I'll give it a 4 out of 5 for the X Factor, knowing that in my heart it's probably much lower, and I'm so much more disappointed. I want to give it a lower grade, but honestly, I'm really happy to see that in Lego form. So final score. The next one is the playability, and I guess that kind of goes with the X Factor. I actually think the playability is actually kind of cool. The fact that you can make up your own board games, sort of, and add to it. I don't have anyone to play it with, so sad music. But I'm not going to take points away from that because I don't have someone to play it with. I think that making a Lego board game is a cool idea. I think that they could have done it with... They've actually done Lego board games before. I forget the name of the one that came out. It was like a cube thing. If I remember, I'll put it up. I own it, actually. So I own it somewhere in my closet. So they've done stuff like that before. I think that's fine. I don't think they should have done it with Nintendo. I think the reason they did it with Nintendo is something I alluded to earlier. I think Lego realizes that their biggest concern when it comes to promoting this is the fact that there exists a Mario game. So you're telling kids basically, hey, buy a Mario Lego where all you can do is this and use your imagination, or go play Mario on the Switch, go play Mario on the DS, go play Mario on the SNES Classic, the NES Classic, go play Mario on something else, go make more your own stages on Mario Maker. I think Lego realizes that you kids are going to enjoy the ease of playing Mario on a console, on a system, more than going to enjoy playing Mario in their imaginations or in their perspective. For Lego, they're thinking that kids are going to enjoy playing the console more than they're going to enjoy actually building. I think that's wrong. I think that you can capture the audience of Nintendo and Lego the same way you can capture the audience of kids who want to build a Marvel movie set or a Star Wars movie set. It's two different things to watch something and then play something, and I think it's a different sensation that is to build something and then go ahead and play it on a console, which is why Lego games work. People still want to play Lego games. And even though it's going from, in that situation, you're going from Lego into video game, and this is video game into Lego, I think kids would have still enjoyed it. You didn't have to add in this extra weird concoction in the back. So the playability, I want to give it a low score too. But they tried something different. I'm not against trying something different, even if it's not for me. give it a 3 out of 5. I think that's fair. So I have what, 3, 4, and 2. That's 9 in my rudimentary math. My cat's biting my back. Oh my god, my cat's attacking me. I think Benny's trying to make me feel better because I'm so disappointed in this. Honestly, the fact that it's even above a 5 is surprising because it's not capturing how disappointed I am in this set. I own a Virtual Boy. If you're old enough to know what a Virtual Boy is, you should know how much of a Nintendo fan that makes me. I've owned pretty much one of every single Lego set that has come out in the last 30 years. I think that makes me a proper Lego fan as well. Actually, no, you know what? Just saying you enjoy Lego, it makes you a Lego fan. I'm not going to be exclusionist with you got to own this amount of things to enjoy something. No, if you enjoy Lego, you enjoy Lego, and I enjoy Lego, and I enjoy Nintendo. I'm very forgiving of their mistakes, and I'm very forgiving of this. Why? Because it's not like they did this on purpose. I just think that we don't have the perspective of Lego / Nintendo fans, of a joint connection of Lego and Nintendo, of someone that loves Nintendo as much as they love Lego, someone that loves Lego as much as they love Nintendo. I feel like this is Lego designers being pushed by Lego executives to do something with Nintendo executives pushing Lego executives to do something that doesn't take away from them, and just a bunch of too many cooks in one kitchen. And why do I say that? Because you have something as beautiful as the NES CRT set, which I think came in the mail recently, and I think that's going to be a gorgeous set, and I think that's going to capture exactly what I want out of Nintendo and Lego. So I don't think that Lego is screwing up in the sense that they don't care. I just think that, again, there was just too many people putting in too many of their own opinions, and you had this weird amalgam of something that could have been much better than it was. It is still, and this is not clickbait, I still say this sincerely, it is still the most disappointing Lego experience I've ever had. I'm thinking that once I build the NES CRT, it's going to be one of the most rewarding experiences I ever have, just to be fair. But as to this, such a bad way to start off my Lego experience. Building the rest of these sets going forward, I'm going to take that into mind. I'm not going to be building the rest of the sets to experience, add-ons to the board game. I'm going to be building them to see the Lego parts, kind of like the Goomba, the flag, Baby Bowser, the pipe. Going to be building it for that. What I'm going to do with these sets afterwards, because I'm not gonna keep this set up. It takes up way too much space. It's basically bigger than a 32x32 base plate when you spread it out. I'm not gonna keep them out like that. I'm actually gonna probably go ahead and try to make my own creation mock using these pieces, and I might make a castle. I might make Peach's castle. I might make Bowser's airship using these same parts, because I still think there's something there. I think that Lego wants to do something, Nintendo wants to do something. I think they're keeping restrained for now. If they see that the NES numbers, the CRT NES Lego set numbers are good, they'll probably concentrate more on this. I'm thinking that they're not going to do too well on these type of sets, so it's my opinion. Can still give us a very average review or below average review without thinking it's a total failure, but that's just me being a sincere fan of both. That's it, guys. That was kind of depressing building this. That's it. Take it down, Bowser.